Il popolo italiano, nella sua travolta storia millenaria.
Before Italy was known for pasta, vespers and calcio, it was a fragmented patchwork of kingdoms, duchies and foreign occupiers. But in the mid-19th century, one small kingdom at the edge of the Alps dared to dream bigger. This is the story of Sardinia-Piedmont, a kingdom that punched far above its weight and became the engine of Italian unification. Let's rewind to 1815. Napoleon had just been defeated, and the Congress of Vienna redrew Europe's map. Italy wasn't a country, it was a jigsaw puzzle. In the north, Austria directly controlled Lombardy and Venetia. In the centre, the Pope reigned supreme over the Papal States. The south was ruled by the Bourbon dynasty. And off to the side, Sardinia-Piedmont, a small but proud kingdom, ruled by the House of Savoy. The Kingdom of Sardinia-Piedmont was technically a dual kingdom, with Piedmont on the mainland and the island of Sardinia under one crown. But make no mistake, the real power was in Piedmont, with its capital in Turin. In the 1830s and 1840s, Sardinia-Piedmont began to modernise. Under King Charles Albert, the kingdom pursued legal reforms, began industrialising, and created one of the most professional armies in the Italian peninsula. And in 1848, Charles Albert gave the kingdom a liberal constitution, the Statuto Albertino, which would later become the foundation of a united Italy's political system. But Charles Albert had grander ambitions. In 1848, inspired by revolutions sweeping across Europe, he declared war on Austria. The First Italian War of Independence had begun. It went badly. Austria crushed Sardinia-Piedmont's forces, and Charles Albert abdicated in disgrace. But out of defeat rose determination. Charles Albert's son, Victor Emmanuel II, took the throne and kept the constitutional flame alive. Then came his greatest asset, Count Camillo di Cavour. Cavour was a political genius. He believed Italy could only be united with the help of a powerful ally, and to get one, Sardinia-Piedmont had to earn its stripes on the international stage. So when the Crimean War broke out in 1853, Cavour sent Sardinian troops to fight alongside Britain and France, not because he cared about Crimea, but because he wanted a seat at the diplomatic table. In 1858, Cavour struck a secret deal with French Emperor Napoleon III at Plombières. If Austria attacked, France would come to Sardinia-Piedmont's aid. Cavour baited Austria into declaring war in 1859, and the Second War of Italian Independence began. The French and Sardinian armies won key battles at Magenta and Solferino, pushing Austria out of Lombardy. But Napoleon III, spooked by the scale of war and Catholic backlash, made peace without consulting Cavour. Cavour was furious. He even resigned for a time, but the movement he helped spark could not be stopped. While Cavour worked through diplomacy, another man approached unification with a sword, Giuseppe Garibaldi. In 1860, Garibaldi and his Mille, the 1,000 Red Shirts, launched a daring invasion of Sicily and the southern kingdom of the Two Sicilies. Incredibly, they won. Garibaldi could have marched on Rome and declared himself leader. Instead, he handed everything, Sicily, Naples and all, to Victor Emmanuel II, believing in a unified kingdom under the Savoy crown. In 1866, Italy allied with Prussia in another war against Austria and finally gained Venetia. 4 years later, with France distracted by Prussia again, Italian troops marched into Rome. The Eternal City was, at last, the capital of a united Italy. From a modest Alpine kingdom to the architect of unification, Sardinia-Piedmont's role cannot be overstated. It provided the vision, the diplomacy, the army, and the leadership that brought Italy together. Without Cavour's cunning, Victor Emmanuel's persistence, and the resilience of a small but determined state, the dream of a united Italy might have remained just that, a dream. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Risorgimento, make sure to subscribe for more historical narratives that shaped our world. Let us know in the comments, was Sardinia-Piedmont the true hero of Italian unification or just the most opportunistic?